especially globally.
Yeah,
I kind of hate to say that, but most people at least know a little bit of English before any other language.
for sure.
Maybe.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't speak.
Where from?
Brazil. I live in Texas, United States.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
How long you been there?
25 years.
So you are born, kind of raised in Brazil,
Yeah,
and moved to
yes.
the US.
Exactly, yes.
My first question is, what's the benefit of being able to speak English?
I think English is universal. So if you go anywhere around the world, it's going to have signs are usually going to have the main language, and then they're going to have English. So if you want to get around, it's very easy to get around knowing English.
So learning English would be helpful for you to, travel around the world.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely. And I think if you want to advance your career in a good job, especially globally, English is definitely probably the most important language.
For sure.
Yes.
Because I feel like everything is written in English or used in English.
Yes, exactly.
So you say job and
Mhm.
like travel, right?
Yes.
What about like anything else? Do you find any like a benefit?
Hollywood.
Yes.
Movies. I think it's good to know English to understand instead of, in Brazil, my family, they don't really speak English. So when they go to the movie theater, movies are basically translated in
Yeah,
Portuguese, and they talk, and then the words don't match the lips, so it's a
Right.
little weird. So movies is one. I think music too.
For
A
sure.
lot of music comes from the States.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Bieber,
Yeah.
or,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Mhm.
So I think it's beneficial to know English to actually appreciate the lyrics, the words of music,
Yeah.
of the different
Exactly.
songs.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
100% agree with you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, like learning English kind of broaden our, something we can enjoy,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we can get more information about the world.
Yeah. And if you're traveling, around the world and you speak English, it's easier to meet other people too. So
And
just
it's
like right now.
yeah, exactly, and it's easy to make a friends.
Yes.
You know,
Exactly.
that's the benefit of
Yeah.
learning English. Good to know.
Yeah.
Where from?
U.S., Florida.
First question is, what's the benefit of being able to speak English?
I think it's kind of a universal language. I kind of hate to say that, but most people at least know a little bit of English before any other language.
For sure.
Maybe. So that could be the top reason I could think of.
What else do you have? I know you're native
English?
and you grew up with English.
Well, I hear it's harder to learn than other languages too. Like the sounds are very confusing, and the more I looked into it, like pronunciations and the way things are, I could see why it's as confusing, or very confusing to a lot of other people that are trying to learn another language.
Right. Is it hard for you to learn another languages?
I think so. The older you get, you don't retain things as easily, especially languages. And Japanese is hard, with hiragana, katakana, and kanji.
Kanji.
It's like very overwhelming,
Yeah. Exactly.
I think it's weird to say, but I think obviously American or English movies tend to spread worldwide a little more.
Exactly.
Like people that like movies from other countries, Japan, China, or India, or whatever, it's a little more of a niche for someone to like that. Like you got the Marvel movies and Star Wars
True.
and all that stuff, and people all over the world tend to love that stuff. I don't blame them. I enjoy it.
Exactly. That's so true. You got a point. And Home Alone too. Home Alone.
The best Christmas movie.
Exactly. And it's the best whole world. I'm not gonna lie.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm glad you know Home Alone.
Of
That's
course.
an American classic.
Of course.
Man.
You know what? I interview a lot of people about like what is that Christmas movie for them. They said Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
Yeah, I know.
If you haven't seen it, I mean you have, but definitely recommend it.
For sure. We know English, so that's
an unpopular opinion for a Christmas movie. I recommend you look into. It's called Bad Santa.
I heard of it though.
I recommend that one.
Is it that good?
It's for the adults. Put it that way. It's not for children.
They use like that kind of words.
Yes.
A lot. Okay. I feel like the benefit of learning English is when we watch movie in English, like American movie or British movie, we knows back meaning, behind the meaning. They can't translate it in their languages,
Yeah. So did that help you a lot watching movies?
It helped me a lot, because I could enjoy movie, drama, anything a lot. Especially, is this Sausage Party?
Oh, Sausage Party. Yes,
Yes.
the Seth
Yeah.
Rogen movie.
Yeah.
You seen?
I've seen it. First time I've seen it, I was like, I watched it in Japanese, like dubbing in Japanese. So it just said just normal word, you know. And when I watched it in English, I'm like, dude,
It's a different movie.
yeah. And I knew a lot of, a lot of
Of those
dirty
words
words.
already,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm like, okay, that's what it means. And I totally 100% enjoyed it.
I'm glad.
So, yeah.
I didn't expect it the first time I watched it. I thought it was going to be a little more wholesome.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is
I know, right? I
pretty
know.
graphic.
And especially like an American movie has a lot, like behind the meaning.
Well, we like that humor over there.
I
Very
know.
crude humor. But I mean also the culture difference, It's
So
like
true.
a little more open with things like that.
Exactly. And they're less strict about it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Especially movie
Definitely.
and music.
Yeah, very normalized there. You
Yeah.
know, violence, drugs, alcohol.
Oh yeah,
sex.
of course.
It's
Of
a
course.
stereotype, but it's kind of true.
That's what I think of the benefit of learning English. You can enjoy more things if you learn English.
Yeah, that goes back to, like I said, it's kind of a universal language in
Mhm,
that sense. Even when in Japan and I see other foreigners talking to each other in
In
English,
For sure.
it shows a lot.
There's so many benefits. Where are you from?
I'm from Italy.
So my first question is, what's the benefit of being able to speak English?
It's fantastic just what we're doing right now, just to talk with people and kind of are easy to travel. You kind of make understand your ideas, and yeah, communication is one of the main things in the human being. So I think it's important. Languages, yeah.
So learning English changed your life?
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
I mean, I would have done so many things that I've done if I didn't speak English, and I'm glad that my mom pushed me to learn English.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
thanks to her.
Yeah, so appreciate your mom.
Yes.
What part of learning English will be better for you? When do you appreciate your mom the most?
Well, at first it opens your mind. I mean, when you speak another language, like for example, when I'm speaking English, my mindset changed somehow. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like,
I got it.
if I would speak Japanese, I would probably have some other thoughts, another way of. I think this is really the most important part. It's allowed you to be a new person somehow.
Okay, so that's a good part of learning English for you.
Yeah, yeah. In Europe, where I come from, not everyone speaks many languages, but many people speak different language and in English, and it allowed you to travel around and work for sure. It's a plus, definitely. Yeah, for working. I wouldn't be here if I didn't speak a good English that you can understand.
So if you couldn't speak English in your country, your job is limited.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your work. It helps a lot. Yeah.
What about salary? Is it different?
Depends of the work. I guess you have more opportunities for sure, and salary, I guess it has an impact. Yeah, I would say so, but I haven't really experienced in my personal life. Maybe I don't realize it, but yeah, sure, you have more money possibilities as well.
Okay. Okay, so that's good. That's
It's
good.
a yes.
Yeah, it's a yes. Yeah, a lot of motivation.